we will see different aqualung i200c. First one is the watch mode. If you press here left top button on the corner, you'll find time, date and temperature. Go back to the main menu. If you press right top corner, this button works as enter, and later we use it when we go in different mode. Use left bottom button to go through watch different modes. The first watch mode is in CDT, which is countdown. Press enter top right corner button. Press left button to switch between off, on and setup. Go back to the top right button to change from hour to minutes, and the left buttons for plus and minus. Now you go back outside, you can see the countdown off, set and on. When CDT is on, it will give you alarm on the specific time. The second watch mode is chronograph, which is stopwatch, having 9 laps. After 9 hours 59 minutes it will stop record. The third watch mode is daily alarm, and you can enter through here to put on or off, and you can switch the time and put on the time you want. We start the last mode in the watch, which is time mode. If you enter, you see you have date, month. You can change to month and date also using left button. Also you have 24 hours watch, and you can switch to 12 hours using left buttons. Press one more right button and you have home mode, which is the default timing, and away mode. So if you are traveling, you can use another timing away mode by maintaining your home timing along with another country timing. One more enter, press to set up the difference between the home and away timing, plus and minus to increase or decrease hours, and you can switch to minute and also plus and minus for minutes. One more, press right top button and you will go for the current time and switch between hours and minutes, and then it is also the year, month and day. This mode is during the diving. Aqualung i200c shows the following diving information. This is the current diving depth. Here shows the max depth diver reached during dive. This shows the allowable diving time without decompression, and if you are on nitrox mode it will show the allowable diving time based on O2 exposure. This shows the dive duration. This right sidebar graph shows the nitrogen levels in diver bloodstream. On the other side, on the left side, show the ascent rate. The bar graph consists of 5 points, and if diver reaches 5 points the computer will give you an alarm to reduce the diver ascent rate. Now we see surface interval mode. After each dive, the computer will show surface interval duration. If computer show time, safe mode, then press top left bottom 5 seconds to show surface interval duration, gas and PO2 if using nitrox. Press the top right button to last dive, and one more press top right button to show dive details or to go back to the main menu. Also, press the top left button to see time and temperature. One more press to see air or gas blend and PO2 if using nitrox. One more press to see desaturation countdown and no fly countdown. To go to gas and diving computer setup, press top left button long press around 5 seconds, then press bottom left button to swipe between submenu. First we see plan dive and we will review later, then we see diving log and the we see setup menu. Press enter by top right button to enter setup menu. Gas setup, using left buttons to change between enriched air and normal air. Press enter if you choose enriched air to set up your gas blend. Now put gas blend plus and minus using left. Then enter again to switch to PO2 again using left buttons for plus and minus. One more enter, press show use second gas if using, so you choose on or off. One more enter to go out to submenu. When we go back to submenu, use the left button to swap setup menu. AL is altitude diving setup. Press enter, then use the left button to turn on or off. Press enter to go to next step, putting the max depth alarm. Press enter again to set up your interval for measurement and sampling data for the computer algorithm. Press enter again to set up the alarm for specific nitrogen level diver's body search. Press enter to set up the alarm for specific DTR diving time remaining. Remember left buttons for plus and minus. Press enter to go back to setup menu. From setup menu using left button, then you see done. Press enter to go back to the main menu. Use the left button to reach the plan dive menu. Remember you adjust gas before then dive plan. Press enter to put the maximum planned dive depth. Left buttons for plus and minus increment. Again, if you are on watch mode, press top left mode long press 5 seconds. Then you enter the surface interval screen. Use bottom left buttons to get to menu settings. Use left buttons for the menu up and down. The first is the diving plan we saw before. The second is diving log. Press enter diving log to see all dives. Select any dive and press enter to see this dive details. Left buttons to swipe between dives. Right top button long press to go back to set up the menu. Again, now we are at setup menu. Go to next feature using left buttons. At setup press enter. Setup menu enter finding gas. Switch using F buttons, go to altitude the utility. Press enter you find water type either fresh or salt. Press enter to go to the next measurement units either metric or imperial. Press enter to set up the alarm for deep safety stop for deep diving. Press enter to set up alarm for a safety stop. More 1 enter press to set up depth and time for a safety stop. 1 or enter press you have CF, which is conservative factor, making computer more conservative calculation in no decompression diving time. Final enter to set up Bluetooth on. Bluetooth is important to connect later diving computers with mobile applications. Press enter to set up light duration. The light button is the right bottom button. Press enter to set up data sampling duration. Press enter you out of the setup menu. Use left button to go to the next entry, which is the computer modes. Press enter we have dive mode. 1 more enter to swipe between modes. We have free diving mode. More press we have gauge mode. Using the left button to get another feature. DC information, which is diving computer record and info. Press enter you see the total usage hours and number of dives. Use left button to go to another screen, which is recorded for lowest temperature recorded, deepest dive done, highest altitude and longest dive duration. Use left button to get dive computer manufacturing serial number. Diving log plus application, you can use it to connect your smartphone with your diving computer. Through the application you can do all settings we mentioned earlier from the application, and also app will back up all diving data automatically each time you connect the computer with app. You can plan your dive alarm for max depth, dive time remaining, also the blend of gases, and finally utility features.